damage.
Hey, welcome to Friday Night D&D with DM Kalsto. And Nick, tell us about his game.
Hello.
Yeah.
Happy
okay, I'll
Friday,
stop.
everyone. For those that weren't aware,
Ooh.
Nick did a very good job on his Skaven battle tonight. So congratulations.
Yeah, I'm fucking the French.
And making sure is my mic coming through too in Twitch.
That's a good question.
Yep, I just heard it. I'm good.
Nice. Okay. So, got a lot to do. Hopefully we get to end this campaign sometime soon. So let's get right to it. If you would like to take it away with the recap, Patrick, we'll go from there.
Where we last left off, our party had arrived in Lenore to begin their search for Elwyn in the midst of the Harvest Festival celebration. Deftinari asked around the taxidermy, who claimed to have seen him, as well as having some odd help come to buy supplies every month. Solomon perused the magic shop, Baron partook in a pie-eating contest, and Patrick split off from the group to search the outskirts of town. As the group found out more information about Elwyn's lackeys, Theris was still causing destruction amongst the Syntherian forces, and, with the unknown aid of his sister from another world, had poisoned the supplies of every main encampment currently in Gancaster. Deftinari, figuring out that they were looking for a group of kobolds, reached out to Patrick to let him know, and much to their surprise, he was already following the group. Gathering the others and following suit, they regrouped within the kobold's den, where they did confirm they worked for Elwyn, and their only task was to dig holes for the ants. Leaving the eccentric lizards behind in search for the new anthill, the party made camp in the woods while Patrick continued to look for the nest further into the night. As morning came and Patrick tried to lead the rest of the group to him, they noticed smoke coming from Lenore. Deft and Solomon continued to group up with Patrick, and Tanya tried to group up with Patrick, while Tanya, Baron, and Ari left to investigate the smoke. Lenore was attacked by the children during the night, and thanks to the efforts of the powerful fire sorcerer, they were able to stave off the attack. As they waited for their comrades to return, Deft tried to figure out why Patrick was behaving more harshly. However, as their heart-to-heart began to wrap up, Deft was knocked unconscious as he succumbed to a psychic attack from large and intelligent ants. As Solomon and Patrick follow these creatures to their queen, is where we start today's session.
Good job, sir. Take your inspiration.
Calling it a heart-to-heart implies that you have a heart.
Yeah, but I don't. But, the player does.
It's a heart to servo.
He's got a there somewhere.
All right. So, I believe where we were carrying away an unconscious Deft as Solomon and Patrick were getting led towards the home of these ants, and then you guys were attempting to contact them with no success. So let's pick on you guys first. What are you doing as you attempt to find?
I'm taking dogs out. Be right back.
The other three party members. Okay. Techno.
Ari, Tanya, Baron.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm in this group.
Yes,
I
you are.
think I found out there for a moment.
So you guys are in the mountain.
In the mountain. I thought we were on our way to them.
Yeah, you're walking along the mountain to where they are.
Okay.
It's all mountains.
And after the last message she had received, I'm gonna hastily head toward their position, or you'll take kind of a high point in the sky, try and see if she can't spot them from above.
I think you know where you left us, and that's it.
Did you stop being able to reach them on the stone?
Yeah. So
But if you want to roll, so I'll give you might have to team up with people on the ground. So if you want to roll a perception check, you can try. It's heavily forested. It is kind of a rough terrain. So you can't really do much of a survival from the sky. So you can kind of keep an eye out, and someone can do survival on the ground. Hey. Who wants to do the survival part? I think it's Tanya and Baron.
Yep.
Yeah, just them.
If neither are proficient, I imagine Baron would be better at it.
Let's see.
What are we rolling?
Survival.
One of you.
I
I've
have
only got
a
plus
+2.
4.
Yeah, you're better than me for this.
All right.
Okay. That's a pretty good modifier. So with the natural 20, I would say it's pretty easy to pick up the trail because like we said before, Patrick leaves a fairly obvious trail as he travels, especially if he's going at this new speed he can achieve. So I'd say you probably, because you are still a bit away, so it would take some time to travel to where they are. But you do kind of pick up on the direction and continue heading in that way. Anything else you guys wanted to do, or do you want me to pick on them?
I don't think there's anything else for us to do. Can't get in contact with them. The last thing she heard was Deft was having an aneurysm.
Yep.
Or
Deft.
Oh gosh, that is true.
Deft's stroking out.
So just kind of making haste, trying to get there as quickly as we can.
Yeah. All right. So Def doesn't get to see this because Def is still unconscious. But as you kind of follow these ants, it almost looks like they're heading towards a hole in the ground.
Makes sense.
And you just look in all around the entrance of this hole, you just see numerous different colors of mushrooms. Nothing kind of have like this weird glow to them. They seem to walk over them without any issue, though. Probably the hole itself, I would say, is probably like a 20-foot diameter. And then basically 10 feet out in all directions around it would be where the mushrooms are.
Is there any way I can identify him at a glance?
I mean, you could look down at them and see. If you want to
Yeah.
inspect one, you can roll a nature check. Yeah. Also roll a d6. See which kind you get.
2.
Okay. Just kind of pick one up. You're not sure really what kind of mushroom it is, but they don't seem to be bothered that you picked one.
All right, I'll place it in my bag and decide what to do with that for later.
Yep.
And before we fully enter the thing, can I summon an echo?
If you would like to, you can certainly try.
It's just going to summon it next to me.
As you do, one of the little ants that's pulling Deft, roll a D100 for me. If it's over 50, they drop the top half. That's the top half. So there's kind of one like holding him from his neck and one holding like his legs. And then all of a sudden you do that, and the one holding his head just drops him and it smacks into the ground. Deft, roll a Constitution save to see if you wake up. Yeah, I'd say that's enough. So you kind of smack your head. You do take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit your head on the ground.
Ugh. Who are you people? Where am I?
Calm down.
You just hear the ants. Sorry.
Yeah. Stand up. Push myself up.
Come on, this way to the queen. And the little ones just scurry off now that they don't have to carry your ass anymore.
Okay, I will walk with the echo.
Okay. This is normal. Going along with this. Yes.
As you get in here, It's actually really impressive. Like, it's just this labyrinth of these meticulously crafted tunnels. Uh, numerous chambers all over the place, and it looks like they've basically made like their own city down here. Those mushrooms that are up top are all over down here. It actually is their source of light, so that is basically what's lighting up their city. Um, yeah, it's pretty cool. And you do notice there are a shit ton of ants down here as well.
I'm going to take one of the pins from my bag and just kind of mark the walls as we walk through. Unless they stop me after the first one.
They don't really seem to do much.
Mhm.
I don't know if they're really sure what to make of it necessarily. However, an odd thing happens that you need to address as you're walking forward. There's a line of ants going in front of the three of you. They're just kind of slowly walking, but they're blocking. You're like having to wait for them. What do you do?
Did the ants we're following go past them already?
They just kind of walked over them.
How tall are they again?
Their size large.
Large. Ooh. All right. I'll just summon Echo on the other side and swap, and then resummon the Echo and continue.
What about the rest of you? Patrick?
Yeah, I'll just I'll climb over.
I wait. You guys are busy. They got something they're doing. I'm not going to interrupt it.
So, Deft, you're jumping over. What are you doing? Flying over?
I'm just gonna like clamber over this ant.
Oh, you're gonna climb over one?
Yeah.
Roll a d100. So, if you could have an equivalent to a car crash, you watch as you climb over one, you trip, you kind of block the path, and the ant that was on one side can no longer detect the trail of the one on the other side, and they're just going crazy and like spreading out, and it's like mass confusion.
Oh no.
Patrick's still just sitting there waiting patiently.
Yeah.
What do you do? What do you guys do? Now you can walk through because they're all going into complete chaos. But
Calculated.
I don't
Good
have
job,
enough in animal handling to fix this.
Can I just like get up and get out of the way?
oh, of course. Do you want to hide your shame as well as yourself as you do so, or are you just gonna walk away?
I just walk away. Nothing happened.
Yep. You leave the chaos behind.
Yes.
I know it's animal handling to help these things because it can't be survival.
You don't know. They seem fairly intelligent.
Yeah, I'm going to try and help redirect traffic and to help them pick up the trail again.
How do you want to do so?
Let's see. How did Deft land, and how did he fuck up that trail so bad they can't find it?
You weren't looking.
Yeah, they were just blocking. They got all bunched up, and they didn't. The other one just kept going. Now they don't know where to go.
I'm just gonna walk up to one that's not completely freaking out and just say that way, pointing down the rest of the path.
Sure. Well, roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion. All right. Oh, thank God.
It just kind of looks at you. It stops, and then it scurries away like double time. And then all of a sudden, you notice all of them stop. They are no longer erratic, and then they form back into a line and continue.
In that time, did Patrick at least cross?
No, Patrick was waiting patiently. So they finish, and he's able to go across.
Okay. then I'll hopefully catch up to the rest.
Wow.
Ants.
All right. So
You guys are
you
so
kinda catch-
impatient.
they kind of catch up as the ants kind of stop anyways. They notice that you fell behind. So you guys all manage to group back up. And look, what delayed you so long? Are you okay? We heard there was something chaotic going on over there.
No, it's been taken care of.
I can't respond to them. They're doing telepathy.
You just see them kind of like looking at each other and looking at people.
Mm-hmm.
Do I realize Patrick can't hear him?
No, probably not. How much time do you spend looking at Patrick, dude?
Fair, honestly.
So they just kind of look at you guys and continue leading you towards the queen. So before we get into this next fun part, because it'll be great too.
I need to roll something.
Two things. Yep. Okay. That's not horrible. All right. That could have been a whole lot worse. And then we're going to play the same thing. I think it was last Tuesday we did, where I'm going to give you guys all one singular D100 die that you can choose to have chat roll for like some, we'll call it like a destiny dice for lack of a better term. So you all have to agree on when to use it, and you can use it for anything. You never know what the effect might be, but up to you guys. So we're going to try and see how fun it is, but it does have to be chat unless no one's there.
Mhm.
Okay. So you guys continue on in. As you enter in towards what you could tell looks like a larger, almost ant castle, for lack of a
Mhm.
better term. When you're about 50 feet outside the front of this building, your echoes dissipate.
Hmm. Do the magical items I have deactivate?
They all deactivate.
Interesting. Oh, looks like
So
I
let's
just
see,
won
how
that.
does that affect any of you? I think most of you are pretty decent.
Mhm.
Doesn't change much for you. Your armor's cursed anyways.
Yep.
Don't think it would impact deft. Ooh. Trick. I wouldn't have anything that would impact you. Actually, technically, your double speed will not work within the presence of this building. Don't ask why, Patrick. Don't ask why. All right, so they will lead the three of you in. Um,
I will notify Def that magic doesn't work here.
If we want to send any more messages to the others, we should probably do it now.
We haven't been able to since before we entered.
Oh,
messages, yeah, have been a long time. Once you approached within range of this castle, all of your magic items deactivate.
I'm sorry.
And your
I
effects.
was unconscious. Thank you for informing me of this
You
new
had
information
very
to
hard.
me.
Very hard.
I have so much brain damage.
So, you see
Something is
Solomon-
wrong with me.
He's been trying to tell you that.
You see Solomon pause for a moment and say, "We should probably inform the ants that there might be another group coming."
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
All right, so you get led into kind of a waiting area, and about three of them will stay with you, and some other ones go off and like, oh, wait here.
Oh, before you go, there may be another group like us coming. They shouldn't be hostile.
What do they look like?
I look at the person who could use minor illusion, realize magic doesn't work here.
I shrug.
One looks like him. The other one is a slightly taller than me, and the other one's as tall as me, but stockier, wider.
Okay. And the little ones will run off and go give that info out. All right. As you guys get let in, you see before you a very large queen. Probably, if you had to guess, size huge.
Mm.
You just
I take a picture.
Actually, and she'll speak out loud after she'll so you hear welcome, and then you'll hear her speak welcome. When she realizes she can't actually communicate with the robot.
Oh, they can speak. Fascinating.
Did you say that out loud?
Yes.
Of course I can speak.
I was just following the group. I didn't realize there was communication going on. Amazing.
My children say you are in need of assistance.
Yes, we are looking for an. It's Elwyn, right?
Owen, yeah.
We are looking for an individual named Elwyn.
Kind of quiet for a second. I need all of you to roll just wisdom saves. It's nothing painful or horrible. You feel like you're being probed.
Nothing painful.
She's
Ooh.
probing your emotions. Okay, you all fail. She doesn't really get much off Patrick anyways, I suppose.
I'm indifferent.
Yeah. She's kind of sensing why you're asking these questions. But you
I mean,
just
he
look
has-
dumb and innocent, so
He has information on our enemies, so I need that.
what do you need him for?
He has information or possible information on things that are a threat to us, and we want to ask him about them.
Tell me about these threats. And she's gonna kind of like connect to your mind. What do you envision?
The children.
I'm thinking about that dragon.
Sure.
And I will lesser great detail the other ones I saw through the crystal, but then basic children are probably the most vivid.
She kind of looks over as she's sitting there. Oh. Void spawn, yes. I'm
Finally.
familiar with those.
Yeah, oh, that's so much better.
I think everyone goes like, "Oh, thank God!"
Oh,
I'm rewriting
that-
every
no, that-
entry in my database at this
Don't do
current
it.
moment.
we're not going down.
I like find all replace.
Yep.
Void spawn, void
And
spawn.
now Patrick's file says he is a void spawn.
It makes
She
so much sense.
She
Fun,
senses
void spawn.
relief.
She would technically, so she kind of sits there, she envisions it. She gets rather scared when she like taps into Death's mind. Don't worry, you're safe from that thing here. Master fears that more than anything.
But he is even afraid of that.
Not the dragon itself, the person inside of it. But don't worry, we're deep underground. It can't get us here.
Oh, that's good
Nor
for
can
you.
it find us.
But there are other people above ground.
Wait, you have a way to block it from detecting you?
We're undetectable by any means necessary within these grounds.
So not something you can make smaller so we could sneak up on it then?
No, it's
Shame.
part of our bodies do it naturally.
Hmm.
As well as it kind of looks at mushrooms that are all over the place. They all serve a purpose. Our master took great care in crafting our home and protecting us.
Uh-oh.
She says as you're, don't worry, it's not dangerous.
Well, no, I think Solomon was more worried that he fucked up the protection.
No, she'll kind of just read through your emotions. You just get a sense of calm. It will be okay. Like, he was here not too long ago, but he left in a hurry. We haven't been able to hear him since.
Do you know where he might have gone, if not just a general direction?
No, he's not like the rest of us. He can speak among us like we do each other, but we are not privy to all of his thoughts.
Do you think it's possible we're not the first ones?
What do you mean?
As far as I am aware, he is a well-wanted man. Somebody else may have found him first.
No, we cannot sense his presence at the moment. I can tell you perhaps the places he might have been.
That will be helpful.
Do you have what do you humans call maps?
I pull out my map. Kind of hold
And
it up.
looks. She notes you already have kind of the locations. Anyways, you are very good at gathering intelligence. Those locations are all correct. Very
Must have-
important places to master.
Must have just gotten unlucky starting here then.
Does
Lucky, do you not see what's around you?
Yeah, not Elwyn.
But this is amazing.
Okay.
you believe he has similar projects or things
Let's open up the map of cars, and I'll
at those
explain to you
locations?
what she knows. She's very familiar with a lot of these. All right, so let's get her map. I have Streamlab? I do. Good. I did do it. Yay me. Alright. So the location down by the tower, and this is a larger area, it's not all specifically anything that's all his.
Yeah,
But
general
the one
area.
that's the best. He has a bee farm down there as well as a laboratory. Where he's working on another experiment.
Alright.
And then in the dwarven town of Pike, which is more of a little settlement, he's apparently has some sort of like testing lab where he would work on different inventions. But it was deep within the mountain and very secure. She did also mention that these 3 locations were very important to master.
Mhm. Oh, I've just been waiting to ask.
Yeah, you can ask her any questions you want about it.
Do you know why this location was important to him?
Which one specifically?
The one we were at.
Well, I think he really enjoyed living in Lenore. He did have a home there. You guys just never found it.
I look at Deft.
I shrug.
Um, as well as he has family, so to speak, about here, and he created all of us. Um, and he kind of notes over towards the area where the kobolds were. And Master has buried something dangerous out here, deep in the earth.
Why would you bury something dangerous so close to a town that you like?
Well, I think he buried it there, and then he found the town, and then liked the town. I'm not sure. Maybe he wanted to keep it close.
Elton
But
has weird priorities.
I don't
Oh.
know what's there, but he said he buried something very dangerous at each of those locations so that they would never be found.
Wait, then why are the kobolds digging? Like they're trying to
Think
dig it
they're-
up.
I don't know. Maybe they're tunneling down. I'm not sure where he buried it or how.
Maybe he's not sure anymore either.
I think.
I told him we should have kept it here, but he insisted we stay away. It's at this point the three of you can approach. It's really easy to see the entrance. As you track in, you find the large hole in the ground, and you see two little ants sitting at the top of it, and you just hear in your heads, "Oh, hi!"
They don't gotta make the wisdom save.
Hi.
No, because you told they knew you were coming. They didn't know you were coming before.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
that was a hostile hello.
Yeah, that was what the hell are you doing here type of a hello. Now it's oh, you're friends of the people we let in. Plus, it's just the two small ones at this point.
Ari goes ahead and lands. Have you seen a pink guy about this tall, wings?
Yes, they said you'd be coming.
Oh.
That's why you're okay right now. You're not sure if you've ever seen an ant smile, but if you could imagine what it would look like, it looks like they're smiling.
Where are they?
Come on, let's go. And they start crawling down into the hole.
Ari just kind of like shudders. She begins making her way in.
All right, so they leave you, Baron, and Tanya down as well and start escorting you to where they are. So as this is all as they're kind of being brought over towards your direction, any other questions you want to ask the ant? The queen ant, I'm sorry.
Other than burying. Oh, did someone else want to say something?
Did you ever see the inventions in that lab, or do you just know of it?
The one in Pike?
Yeah.
I do not know what the master worked on in them, just that was one that was more for inventing and working on creations, safe within the mountain in case something ever were to go wrong with an experiment. I know will emphasize the bee farm and lab in the south. Master abandoned that lab some time ago. It was a very dangerous area. However, he did still tend to his bees.
Are we talking just like regular bees, or
Oh
are
no,
they weird?
They're not like us. They're different.
Are they big like you?
I would say they're not as big as us, but they're quite large.
Do they share your same temperament?
Oh no, they're very angry. They help protect where the lab is so that people don't go down there, no one finds what's buried there. The master said his mistakes could never be found or the world would be in grave danger. Are you going to find Master and bring him back?
We wish to ask him questions. I don't believe we're going to force him to go anywhere.
We can tell him you miss him if you'd like.
Oh, very much. We would appreciate that. We just
If
want
you-
to make sure he's okay.
If you had to guess, between the north and the south locations, which one do you think he'd be at?
I don't know. He was very nervous in the last few weeks. Always feeling like he was being followed.
So
Maybe
do
he
you,
went to move or destroy his things. Maybe the person he was worried about finding them found them.
Do you know where his house in Lenore is?
Mm,
Or that he just had a home there?
Not specifically. We were never let that close to the town. But I know he lived alone. He did have a dog, though, I think.
And then I think thought crosses Solomon's mind is, do you have a name?
I understand. We just serve functions. I am the queen.
Patrick nods like he understands.
Solomon understood that too.
It is my purpose.
Understood.
I wish there was at this point. And you see, she stops. Oh, your friends are here. And you watch the two little ants look super excited as they bring the rest of them in. We found him! We found him! We found him!
Thank you.
You're right. That one was more stocky. And then they just kind of scuttle away.
Yeah, I tried to give it as basic explanation as possible. I wasn't sure how well they could
Mhm.
differentiate race and gender.
Oh yeah. Actually, that's a really good question. Roll an insight check now that you've kind of been spending more time with these, Solomon.
Insight. Oh, they're ants.
I wouldn't say you don't know many ants, but these seem very smart for ants. Oh, also, did you not have your long sort of sharpness, or is it just unidentified?
I don't think it's in my inventory actually.
I came across the card and I was doing something else, so I popped it up and I was about to close. I'm like, oh yeah, that's why I had it open. I'll just throw it in there, and if there's two, I'll delete one.
Arya immediately runs over to Deft. But you were hurt. Are you alright?
Oh, I'm perfectly fine.
The queen senses slight annoyance.
You just hear her blurt out. He hit his head on the ground. It was quite painful.
I'm okay. I've had worse.
Yes, like the 1,000-yard stare you had.
It would be very challenging for me to knock any more screws loose.
He is very.
Do you have screws?
Oh, yeah.
It's
In fact, you're more conflicted than most people I've met.
Oh,
Are you?
yeah.
Are you okay?
Why, thank you for noticing.
She just looks over and asks you if you're okay.
You know what? I am doing okay. I will keep it chipper, though.
I'm sure you will. What
You know,
can I
it's
do for
it's
these are also
okay.
friends of Elton's?
Um,
What does
mm,
she get from Ari when she says that?
Oh, also,
I don't-
Baron,
I
fair
don't-
historical question.
I
On your way, at any point during this trip, did you try to use that orb to contact Astral to collect in on the Elwyn bounty, or are you actually going to wait until you know Elwyn somewhere?
I think
If
I'm
you
gonna
choose to do so.
I think that if I do choose to call in Sir Astral, it will be when I have Eldwin either in my sight or if I have a really good, really concrete idea of where he is.
Fair. Okay. So you guys also do notice all of your magic items also disable as you get within the castle grounds. All right. So while Theris is off killing some Therian people, what are you guys asking, or anything else you want to ask her?
I have a question. Um, are you content with just being a queen, or do you ever want more?
I don't understand your question.
She
God.
literally just said she's a.
I know where you're going with this.
All I'm saying is, it's just, I don't know. It's nothing. It's nothing. She
He's
says this
just
in my
project-
mind. It is not
he's-
nothing.
That she just kind of peering at you. You were worried that you were not meant to be a queen.
It's
And-
hard to be a queen for sure, but it's not a bad life.
To be a queen is to have purpose.
Just kind of nod.
If you weren't going to be a queen, what would you be? You cannot be a worker bee or a queen, a worker drone. Sorry, you are too scrawny to be a battle drone.
Mm. Well,
No, believe me, too scrawny.
okay.
He looks like someone who would be bitten in half.
But
Not yet.
as conflicted as you are, you make a good queen.
Oh, well, thank you. That means a lot, truly.
It has no concept of what a king is, so that's about as close
Yep.
as it gets. Where is your hive?
Far from this place. I'm pretty
Why
far
are you
from
so
home.
far away from them?
I
How do they function without their queen?
well, there were two of us.
Two queens? This does
Mhm.
not make sense.
I know it's a very strange concept.
How can there
even
be
for
order
me.
with two queens?
We tended to agree on things.
This does not make sense. The ways of humanoids are very strange. Very
Agreed.
inefficient.
Yes, indeed.
Perhaps they are better off without you being a second queen. Especially so far away.
Are you sure? Genuinely.
Well, why would a queen leave in the first place? You don't sound like a very good queen to me now.
I tried to
But
be a good queen for
I
them.
I hear humans are adept at change. Perhaps you could be a better queen. I highly doubt it, but humans do surprise us.
Well, if they do take me back, I promise to be the best queen I can be.
You don't have to promise to be the best queen. You just have to be the queen.
Hmm.
To fulfill
You
a
have-
function is the highest duty and honor one can have. If
You
you are
have
not
such
fulfilling your
wisdom.
function, then what are you doing? You are a strange humanoid. Never before have I felt anxiety. Thank you for sharing this feeling with me.
You're welcome. I have some things to think about.
Is this the conflict you had? And she starts. You get the sense she's gonna ask you about the thing you probably don't want her to ask you about. Do you say anything to stop her?
No. This is my conflict to deliberate.
Very well. Is there any assistance we could provide to help you find what you need? We are not allowed to leave our tunnels, except to fulfill very close range duties.
Hmm.
Perhaps if we could find his house, that would be helpful. But if not, I suppose we should probably find a new location to look at.
Do you have anything that belonged to him?
Nothing that still smells like him.
He did have a small room in a home here where he would stay while he worked with us. Perhaps there's something there.
May we see it?
I do not see why not.
Are we your first visitors?
What's a visitor?
People coming in to talk to you.
You're the first people we've ever seen other than our master.
Good.
All right, so they will show you over. The queen can't. She can't leave the room. But
I'm not going to follow them into the room. I'm watching these ants.
the ants, she does have the ants kind of lead you over there. So you can guys do whatever you want. You guys are kind of free to be here. I would just be careful where you roam. They still are a city.
Before we leave, I'm gonna say thank you to the queen.
You're most welcome. If you think of anything else you need, just let one of the other ants know and we will find a solution for you. We are just but a thought away.
Hmm.
And then all the other ants go back to their duties.
As we're walking away, wait, are they reading our mind?
Constantly.
Yes.
You still have the two little ants with you.
That's a bit invasive.
What is that?
Why?
Why? You know,
Solomon looks at you like with
personal boundaries.
genuine.
You have to understand, in our society, we have nothing to hide from one another.
It does seem very efficient here, I must say.
We all serve a purpose, so we have no need to hide anything from one another.
Yes, it's a lot quicker here without all the lies.
Solomon, are you trying to get at something?
He does not reevaluate. He does not say anything as we continue on.
They do end up. It's a kind of a different looking building than the rest of the city. It is still really cool, though. It has a large amount of other plants on around it too, more so than any of the other areas. There it is.
Thank you. So, what have you guys found out while we were gone?
There's a very pleasant and welcoming ant society that lives out in the woods.
Hey, thank you for the raid. Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome, everyone. But there is. Anything else?
That's pretty much it.
Maybe you left some notes or something around here.
We will take a look at Elwyn's room.
Sure, there's no locks on the door.
But are there magical traps? No, I'm kidding.
You don't know.
In his aunt Haven?
Well, the thing is, are they ever going to go in there other than someone who's looking for him?
Up to you guys.
Yeah, I guess I'll ask one of the little ants. Were you ever allowed to go in here?
We never really needed to.
All right, check for traps.
Yeah, I'll check for traps.
Sure. One investigation check before you barge on in. Solomon, they do not share his level of intelligence. They know what they do, but they don't know any way to like do anything with them other than the fact that they keep them growing.
I don't press them if they say they don't know.
All right. It's a very, very basic kind of one room setup. There's more space that like he could have more stuff, but it basically is just like a bed, a table, little desk.
Is it trapped?
Doesn't seem to be.
I have a very important question.
Yes.
Do the ants count as an animal?
They technically do count as beasts.
Okay. All I wanted to know.
So step on in.
So
I take a step back just in
you
case.
guys see his little room setup. What do you guys want to look at for?
I was just going to look for like a desk of notes or something along those lines.
Desk pretty much empty. Everything in here is fairly dusty. The only thing you probably find even around the desk, roll a quick investigation check, all right?
You said there was a bed here, right?
We have the same brain.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a bed.
Go ahead.
No. You're the one with the dog.
What do you mean? There's no dog in this place.
Right.
Yeah, I'll check under the bed.
What are you looking for? Just if there's anything under there, trapdoors.
If there's anything under there.
Well, I'd say your investigation's probably fine as you're just looking around. It just appears to be a floor. There's nothing under there. All right. The only thing you find around the desk, there's a couple of pieces of paper, small like notepad pieces of paper, that look like they were stacked up and maybe fell off, and they're behind the desk, like between the desk and the wall.
How heavy does the desk seem?
Not super heavy. It's just a small wooden desk.
Okay, she'll try and slide out of the way and reach behind and grab the papers.
They are all notes that are addressed to the owner of Beast and Burden, and they all are the exact same thing. And basically, they're like, "Please give these individuals supplies. Da 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 da. Thank you for supporting them while I'm away." So it looks like he just wrote a bunch of these little notes for his kobolds, and some of them fell off.
Well, not helpful, but I think I found the rest of those notes for its kobolds.
How big is this room?
This one, his home is bigger, but it's all empty. This one room is maybe like a 250 square foot room. It's tiny.
All right. I was envisioning something smaller.
It looks like basically like this is almost like his little studio where he chills.
Um, I want to ask how much dust is on the surfaces, but it's also we're underground in a dirt cave.
Nothing's really that dusty though. outside. It looks like they keep it fairly clean.
All right, I need to roll a d8. Ooh, I am fine. I turn into a giant dire wolf.
Okay, so you turn into a dire wolf.
Can I pick up his scent?
Sure. Roll an investigation check for scent
Cohorts.
or
I don't have-
survival.
I don't have a wolf. Because I would use the
You see the
wolves.
wolf.
Yeah. Or dire wolf.
I'll get you one. You in your cohort tab too?
Yeah.
You see the dire wolf. Let's make sure it's the right one. Perfect. There you go.
Perception, or you said investigation?
Go for survival. That'll make more sense because you're trying to track them down. I would give you advantage though because you are a wolf.
Oh boy, my survival is better.
It's a wisdom save, yeah.
Or wisdom check, yeah.
Well, no, it's not shape shifting, so technically your wisdom changes too, I believe. Correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it is what it is.
Oh boy.
It's
a lot of dirt.
Advantage. It's really hard to pick up any type of scent here. Deft might be able to fill you in on it too, because he just knows more about Elwyn, and you guys have interacted somewhat with him. Elwyn has no scent.
I don't know that.
Deft does.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna pick up too much.
The wolf looks at you.
Yeah, he, as far as I know, didn't really have a smell. Considering I've never seen him shower, that's probably a good thing.
I shift back. Oh, that's a bad idea.
I love bad ideas.
Ooh, that's that is that is probably beyond a bad idea.
Also, if anyone in chat wants to roll a D100, now's a great time to do so.
The Solomon actively says that's probably bad, beyond a bad idea out loud.
What are you thinking?
There's a
I will
73
say-
from Excel.
Those things are technically beasts, and I I gesture to myself.
As fun as that would be, for any reason in particular?
Well, they said they acted upon a hive mind. I could listen to see if there's anything else they didn't tell us.
They seem pretty genuine.
Also, probably would know that you're going to listen in.
I wouldn't hide it.
Well, if there was stuff that they were keeping from us, I don't think they would tell you while you're listening in.
That wasn't my concern.
Square one with your plan then? Never mind.
Sorry, what was that, Techno?
Said, I guess we're back at square one with your plan then? Never mind.
The little ants just remain.
Yeah, I know. I would
Did you
have
not
said that
find
in
what
front
you're
of them.
looking for? I know.
Did anybody
And-
read the follow up on the kobold notes? Did I miss that?
No, it
They
was
were all the
just-
same.
Yeah, they're just it's the notes that they always give to the guy of Beast and Burden.
Okay.
He wrote like a crap ton of them, and these just fell off his stack.
Okay.
And there's
Did you-
nothing really else in here.
Besides sight, did you have any way of identifying your master?
I mean, he could speak like we do. We could feel his presence.
Do you know how far away you could feel his presence? Like if he was in town, could you feel him there?
I mean, that's much further away. But normally we could sense him at least. We couldn't communicate with him, but we could kind of sense him.
Could you tell the general direction that he was?
Not to any great detail, just that he was at the town.
Do you know
We're not-
which direction he left from when you last saw him?
We weren't actually with him when we left. Hold on. It looks like he went east. We're not sure which way, though.
Possibly headed northeast.
Do you know if he travels the roads to get from place to place, or does he teleport?
Typically he travels the road. He doesn't like to use a lot of magic. He's very cautious. Quite paranoid, very much like you.
Oh, thank you.
He's also afraid of the big dragon. The individual in there did horrible things to Master. And made him
Yeah.
do horrible things.
Trassix was not a great guy.
Master said that is the one who's looking for the mistakes.
Mistake?
Yeah, mistakes?
The things he
Yes.
buried.
The dangerous mistakes.
Ah,
Did you not glean that?
What about dangerous mistakes he buried?
He buried mistakes in the 3 locations that we have.
Oh.
Very dangerous ones.
And the kobolds are continuing to dig, so my guess that it's alive and they're building a maze above it.
I think kobolds just like to dig.
Mm-hmm. And what better people to have dig then?
What's the dangerous mistake here?
We don't know.
The dangerous mistake is not actually at the ants. The dangerous mistake, the queen said, is nearer to where the kobolds are.
Yep.
She wasn't there for that.
I know.
Yeah, probably better if we don't touch that. Though, if he headed east, he must have been heading up north.
Mhm.
I think the master may have gone to destroy his mistakes. I know he was worried about that one, very much so.
At least we got a direction to head then.
The one in the south was the most dangerous mistake, though, he said.
Yeah,
Yes.
these mistakes were very dangerous. Point where he felt the need to bury them. Why is he going to destroy them now and not before?
They were very hard to make.
Solomon was about to say, have you met Leah?
I spent so much time on this. I'm not going to break it.
Exactly. It's like, have
It
you
was
met
nothing
Leah?
devious. In fact, the master said the mistake here almost was a good thing, but unfortunately it did not work out that way and could not be used.
Did he specify why?
He said the person it was meant for died.
Was it a body or a machine?
How?
They just know it as a mistake.
What emotion did he feel when he said
I'm
that?
worried.
What emotion did he feel when?
When he said that the person died, that it was meant for.
I think disappointment.
How long
Sadness.
ago is that,
Oh.
actually?
Quite some time ago. It's only recently that he was beginning to worry about them. He was very at peace when he thought they were safe, but I think he feels they are not safe anymore. I know he was particularly worried about the one in Pike. He said that would probably be the most dangerous one that his enemy would go for first. But he did say that all three of them are very dangerous. The only other thing I ever remember him saying is they were his masterpieces, works of perfection, I think he called them.
I just kind of cringe at that word.
I think we all do.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I don't think I ever met perfection.
It just may mean perfection, may not be.
Yeah, but these guys cringe at perspective, so you
When does
know.
perspective ever mean perspective? You did this to me, Kalsto.
Sorry, people.
Well, Jeff, what do you think? Do you think he hit the southern one first? Then to Lenore, and then going north?
I don't think we have time to make mistakes anymore. We need to be pretty sure about this. From what they've told us, it sounds like he went north if he went on the east path.
Do you guys know which way he came from to visit you last?
Which way he came from?
Hmm.
I don't recall. As we said previously, we don't always sense the master. He does have the ability to hide his presence and thoughts from us. He's also a much more advanced being than we are.
I guess north is our best lead.
Don't love that we're not sure, but better than nothing, I suppose.
Well, if you can think of any appropriate questions, now's your time.
Be able to get some more information at Lenore. The children attacked.
I have a question. Do you know who was after him? Who he was scared of?
Oh,
They said traffics.
no,
Just
no, no, no.
Trasex?
Their names are like, was it the Void something?
The Void Spawner, the children. But
Yeah,
what
no,
it's
like,
afraid of is
no.
Traffics.
When Ari says the children,
Oh,
like,
gosh.
no, they're Void Spawn. No,
Oh yeah, we updated the terminology.
I picture the same response as before. Like, they're like, oh, thank God. Now we know I'm going to have to call them children.
Okay.
Okay.
The Void Spawn, Lenore.
Oh no, I don't want to think about that.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to try that later.
How about we teleport back to Lenore, try to find his house, maybe stay the night. What time is it?
Right now, it's not too late in the day. You guys went to
Okay.
sleep. It's probably like 2 in the afternoon after all said and done.
Okay. We can check in on Khan, and then, or if you need to rest before we teleport again, we could probably go to Florin the next day, then head up north.
No.
You think it'd be beneficial to look at what this item is that he buried?
I assume it's buried so it doesn't get out, right?
Yeah, what are we gonna do? Dig it up?
You get no response from Solomon. He just asked the question. He got his answer.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else anyone needs to ask or do here?
What was his dog's name?
Oh, Benson.
Benson. What a coincidence. Was it blue?
Mhm. It was a
Alright.
very funny looking dog.
How many legs did it have?
Dog.
Excuse me. I choked on a pistachio.
You okay?
Mhm.
Hang in there,
It
bud.
was just it was just the flake on the outside of the pistachio and got stuck in my throat. What was your question again?
How many legs on the dog?
Let me confirm, just so we're all on the same page.
My guess is 10.
You're probably right. Oh, that's not what I wanted there. I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. That's actually 12.
12.
Definitely not a dog.
It's kind of like a smaller version of the household size.
Did he normally take the dog with him, or did he leave it at his house?
It lived at his house with him. Sometimes he took it when he traveled, but I believe he typically left it at home because it didn't always behave.
Okay.
Then it's probably not at the town.
Well, it also has the ability to appear as a human dog as well. You know, the
Okay.
ones with the hair on them.
Yes.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be honest. The first thing I have pictured was a human-sized or a dog-sized human.
Speaking of dogs, Smoke is waiting for you at Lenore. He seemed kind of upset about something.
Oh, I just kind of like subtly glance towards Patrick and then give a little shrug.
Oh, do you?
Yes,
Is Patrick there?
probably.
No, he's not with us.
Toward the door, then.
It's not that subtle. Oh wait, no, that's a 21.
Rogues.
So, how far did Saul or Patrick follow us?
I don't know.
Are you just outside the cave?
He's still waiting for the ants to cross.
He's actually not too far away, but he's more interested in the surroundings than specifically looking for home. Like he's just enjoying this place and watching the happenings. Yeah, he keeps space with you.
I have a
This is
weird,
actually the most cordial Patrick's been all day, and he's very quiet.
I have a weird question for the ants.
Hmm?
What is your function here?
And they kind of look at each other. We are still in school.
I'm I meant the colony as a whole.
Oh, to survive and to thrive and to be safe.
You you have a school.
Yes. We also have a hospital.
What other facilities do you have here?
They are a fully functioning city.
Basketball court.
They have a
They
shop.
We do not have a basketball court. We do have. Are you familiar with the dwarven game Pig?
Oh, mm-hmm.
I look at Baron.
If you're new people,
Got some cake tossers here.
I give a big old smile to the ant. Ah, yeah. You got yourselves some good keg games, eh?
yes, it is a game we can play quite well. It is very hard to dribble a ball. Plus, it really is hard to say. But we would only do that when Master was around. And it was very unproductive, but it made him happy.
Did it make you happy?
Of course, Master was very happy. That is a very fulfilling feeling.
See.
You know, I had a conversation with Patrick that sounded just like this earlier today.
What sort of items do your shops have?
I think they have
Hmm.
shops.
Yeah, what do you learn in ant school?
We do not really sell many things. We do not have the need, but we produce items that you would buy in shops as far as a humanoid would be concerned. Here, they are just part of our function.
May I see one of these shops?
Sure. And will kind of bring you over, and there's like a woodworking facility.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like literally making like axes and picks and handles for things. As we said, everyone serves a purpose.
That's clever. I'm assuming you give these or trade these to the. Oh no, you're not. To
No, we
leave.
use them ourselves.
Oh,
Master has taught us a great many things.
also I believe Deft asked, what do you learn at ant school?
What do you learn at ant school?
Mm-hmm.
Many things that humans would learn: science, mathematics, history, and
What role do science, mathematics, and history have in your purpose as a colony?
well, we have engineers who construct and build things. We are a young society, but we all contribute in many ways.
Hey, thank you for the raid. Welcome.
Welcome.
This is a very interesting ant society.
Mhm.
Well, they're all an experiment too.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right. Well, we should probably get going. If no one else has any more questions.
It was so nice for you all to visit.
Yes, thank you for the hospitality. You've been very pleasant.
Oh, do you guys know where Patrick is? Our tall metal guy?
The ant just looks over. He's like 25 feet away, just watching ants.
Patrick!
We're gonna have to yell louder than that.
Patrick!
If a robot could sigh, that is what he just did. And then he turns to look at you.
Time to go.
He's not happy. It's easy enough to tell he's not happy about it.
It's just that he turns and looks at us, that long stare, or seemingly emotionless, yet so full of passion and disdain.
Patrick, you can't live with the ants.
But they're so quiet. I'll rejoin the group.
Sure. You guys teleporting
We'll
back?
come visit. We'll come visit again. It's fine. We'll be back.
You have never kept your word on anything.
We'll be back.
You'd be more convincing if you said we would never return here ever.
Listen, man, I'm trying to keep Patrick happy. He
It's
looks
not
like
working.
he's like 3 harsh words away from just running away to the ants, leaving us all behind.
Once we return to town, Patrick, would you like to assist me in an experiment?
Finishes
If that is what you require.
All right, so teleporting?
Yeah.
Where
In the
to?
anti-magic zone?
I think we left.
It's only by the castle.
Anti.
Okay.
Because they're ants.
I guess we didn't stay in a room, so I guess town square would be the place you would aim for.
Sure. Do you guys teleport back in easy enough?
Okay.
Everything seems back in fairly decent order. All the messes have been cleaned up.
Oh, what time of day is it now? Because I've been underground for a while.
Probably at this point, I'd say like 4 o'clock.
Okay.
Like, do you hate being around us?
Now, Ari, don't make him answer that question because he's gonna say some
It is burdensome.
things that we are not gonna enjoy hearing.
I don't have any characters here. This is all on you people.
Yep.
Okay, here's the plan. Ari, can you teleport again today?
That's a lot of magic.
Okay. We'll stay here the night. Tomorrow we're gonna teleport back to Florin and head north. For now, we can look for Elwyn's house.
If my inference is correct about how your teleportation works, if we found something from Orester, would you be able to use that to get us there?
Pretty sure. It's just a weird G.
Oh,
If-
Craster?
It's the font.
Well, yeah, if we had something from there that I could hone in on.
It is not unlikely that there might have been a trade route of objects from there if we look around town.
Maybe. It's a good idea. Anyone know what they trade in?
Ores, probably.
Maybe we should head to a jeweler or a smith.
Who is going shopping and who is finding this dog?
Well, I'm going to go collect my dog, I think.
Come with you.
He takes a step back from you.
Mhm.
Patrick, it would have been more productive to ask where Deft was going.
Why do you say that?
I gestured to Ari
He's gonna stare at you because he doesn't understand.
because she refuses to leave his side ever.
Oh, is that the relationship that they have?
Raises her eyebrow.
Interesting.
Yes, we're talking about you like you're not here. Shall we go and look into this ore then?
Unless you wanted to do your thing first.
I believe that probably can wait till later into the night.
Do you have money?
I have some.
Enough to buy a piece of jewelry. It might be expensive.
Do you need some pocket change? I can spot you. Hang on.
We are only looking, we will inform you to purchase it if it is.
Well, that's just highly inefficient. If he's giving us money now, we might as well take it.
This is why Patrick gets along with ants.
All right, Patrick, you hold on to it then.
Okay, how much are you gonna give me?
I'll give you like 100 gold.
Okay, I will write that in.
It is not from Party Sheet, it is from my money.
Okay.
Not like you guys are hurting for money.
I mean, I have 18 GP to my name.
Patrick was carrying more than you.
We
But how
haven't
many-
been paid in a
free
while.
blood? You haven't done any work.
Yeah, we've been busy saving the world.
We
You're all
haven't done any
doing.
work in a while.
You're doing all that pro bono save the world work. You don't
I'm
get
just-
paid for that.
I'm just used to being rich. I'm not gonna be rich if I keep going like this.
Well, this is just the money you had in the party. You yourself had far more money than that previously as well.
Alrighty. Well, let's go,
Okay,
Patrick.
so unless anyone else is going to go with Patrick and Solomon, it's Patrick and Solomon going off by themselves.
Ari and Deft, I think, heading to the medical area.
That leaves Tanya and Baron.
Oh no, that is a good conversation waiting to happen.
Alas, how about we find out what these ants like to drink? Just,
we're not there. We went back to Lenore. We're at the Harvest
Oh,
Festival
sorry.
again.
sorry, I was hanging up a picture,
Okay.
but I could hear
Of
it.
me, of course, I know. It's okay.
Actually, it's the Declaration of Independence.
Did you steal
because
that,
of
Nick?
dude,
I did.
Nick.
I did.
Whoa.
Yep. Here, I'll take a picture and I'll post it in Discord.
I
you
didn't
guys
know
can
your
see it.
last name was Cage.
You animal. No, that's common knowledge.
It's coming.
That's on you if you didn't know at this point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, don't be giving away my alter ego, Kalsto. Let's go get you an orange juice or something. I could go for a nice lemonade myself.
That
That's a
hurt.
painful word.
I give Baron like a pat on the back.
A little tear. A little
Baron,
tear.
are you
comes.
sober right now?
I am always sober. I am a dwarf.
Baron, you are extremely terrifying when you are not consuming alcohol. Please continue drinking.
I might indulge at your behest.
Why are you acting so well behaved? creepy. And then I walk away.
Yeah, I tried to have a talk with him, Baron. He's really dense.
I'm gonna stare at you, and I'm gonna roll insight because I want to know if you made that pun on purpose.
I did, but it's true. It doesn't mean it's not true.
All right. I know it's hard, you know. I never thought that. I never imagined what it would be like to have kids, mostly because I was always too busy. And then I met Rust Bucket, and I took him in. And at first I thought, he's just he's like a mindless automaton almost. And then I realized, oh no, he's not mindless. He's got quite the mind. And then we became best friends. And now I don't know what we are.
There.
You know
I'm
what?
just gonna kind of lead him by the shoulder towards where Ari and I are going, so they don't go drinking.
I do need a drink. Let's go, Tanya.
No, but you've been doing so good, Baron.
I will mention the festival is still going too, so you're like every 10 feet you go, there's alcohol available for purchase.
We're gonna go check on Ari's
Pinky?
friend, and we're gonna go to the house, and then we can party, okay?
Pinky?
Yes.
I am a dwarf of Brel. If I don't drink, I am forsaking my god. And I cannot do that.
Roll D100, Baron. Roll another one because you get advantage.
Yay. Oh, there it is.
Hey, it's time for a beer.
Beer time. Let me go grab a beer.
How having a dwarf in your campaign can make you make more. Okay. So you take them with you and then you're going to take them to the bar, or are they just going off to the bar?
It's up to him.
I mean, if there's going to be beer in the streets, then I don't need to go to a bar.
There's always ale. There's always wine. The big thing they're doing right now, they have really fine gins and a bunch of flavored brandies and wheats, as well as ale and wine.
Bern, before you do this, I have to say, you are much more in tune with yourself when you are not intoxicated. If that's a good thing or a bad thing, take it as you will, but...
Oh, that is a very bad thing, Pinky. If I have time, if I'm sober enough to have time to think about and to focus on my inner being, that's time that I could be spending doing dwarf shit.
I think getting at us, maybe just don't overindulge. Have some, but not too much, right?
I mean, do whatever feels right, man. I'm not a dwarf.
But I'll make you one.
Is that a threat?
It's my turn to wrap an arm around Deft, and if Ari's close enough, I'll wrap an arm around Ari too, and I'll try and squeeze Tanya between all three of us. I'll be making dwarves out of all of ye, and that, Panky, is a promise.
All right, I'll keep you to that. Just give me like half an hour to go pick up my dog and check on Ari's friend that I haven't met before.
We can give the dog some ale too.
No.
Good for dogs.
All right, so you go check on Con and the dog?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Con's still asleep, but the dog's still there.
My boy! I'm sorry Patrick was mean to you. You know, he's a lot like DB. He's gonna take some warming up.
Ruff.
You just gotta have patience with him. Give him his space at first.
Ruff.
Kind of rub his head.
You can also call him. He teleports.
I know. He was doing such a good job defending Khan.
Of course.
My two cute men.
Bern isn't that cute. I mean, he is very cute.
I am adorable. Take that back. And I give a big old wink right at Ari.
Get here. I thought you went to the bar.
No, they followed us, I think.
Yeah, no, we're gonna drink in the streets. We're doing street drinking.
Like animals.
No, there's Tanya. Tanya, you're gonna go street drinking with Baron. After this, though, they gave Def 30 minutes.
Yep.
Is there anything you guys want to do with Con while you're there?
How did you meet this guy again?
Penelope
Be
introduced me.
right back.
He's an incredibly talented fire mage. Apparently, if things are stories are to be believed, he's the one who actually single-handedly defended Lenore. All those smokestacks, that was him. And charred void spawn.
Damn. Not bad for a kid.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it certainly seems to have taken its toll on him.
Can I analyze this kid? Is he out of juice?
Roll an insight check. Yeah, I'd say so. Basically, what you can tell, it looks like, other than he has injuries, he looks like he's just like completely exhausted, like the majority of his magic. He overdid it a little bit, just a little bit.
Can I attempt to juice this man up back to like 10, 20%?
You can certainly try.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
How do you want to do this? You explain to me, and then I'll tell you what to do.
I'm gonna rub my hands together.
All right, I'm back.
I do mouth to mouth. No.
You blow fire breath into him.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna rub my hands together. They're gonna glow. Not white hot, but warmer.
Mhm.
And I'm just gonna like place them on him in the hopes that I can give him a little bit of my energy.
Sure. Roll the D100.
I wanna make this man pop. Oh,
I'm sitting
Yeah.
here and you watch Deft laces his hands upon him, and you just watch his entire body ignite in flame.
You killed him.
And he's burning hot, but he's still asleep.
oh, too much.
And he just gets like brighter and brighter. And you just kind of watch the flames subside and like go back into him. All of his bandages are burned away. All of his injuries have healed. And you just kind of see him open his eyes. Is that you? And then
Oh, that was a little more than I was anticipating.
he blacks out.
Is he okay?
Should we be worried about that?
You're not there.
No, I know, but how bright was that?
It drew some attention.
Yeah,
From where you were, it wouldn't have been so much outside, like in the immediate vicinity, and definitely inside the tent, though.
okay.
You probably do smell smoke, though, I would say. All the bedding, blankets, and bandages on him kind of burnt away.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll have to remember to compensate this. Ooh.
And now you know how he ended up being your follower.
She's gonna go ahead and give him a nudge.
Yeah, we can we like poke him away?
I mean, you might be able to. If you have like a heal, you want to do on him real quick. He just blacked out.
Baron,
I
I think I overdid it. Can you give this guy maybe a milder heal?
Bear.
I think Baron only has heal as his healing spell.
let
At
me
this
see.
point, you guys
You for real?
watch as you see this little spark kind of lifting or floating above his chest.
I
That
push it back in.
And you look as you see, you could go to touch it, and it just kind of grows a little bit. And you watch sitting on top of his chest, if you want to look at the combat tracker.
Oh, you lucky bloke.
And he just
Oh,
kind of looks over at you, and then he looks down at him, and you watch him ignite into flames, and he goes into Khan.
Ooh.
You've given Khan Albert. That is his
Oh.
Phoenix.
that is miraculous.
You gave him a chicken.
I
You
gave
gave
him
him a Phoenix
the
sorcerer.
best chicken. I'm so sorry. I would have given him to you if I knew.
She has her Phoenix.
I know, but Albert, come on.
She doesn't want to leave Crimson. Crimson's like her dear friend.
She can have
you and I
two.
are inseparable.
Well, apparently you are separable, but at least you glue back together, okay?
Temporarily inseparable.
You just kind of watch as he wakes up.
Eve,
Oh, hey, alright, what are you doing here?
we came to check on you. Are you alright?
Nah, yeah, I'm fine. I'm
You sure?
tired.
Feeling okay?
I feel good, actually.
All right.
Kind of stretches a little bit. You watch Sock just runs over there and starts licking his face. Oh, hey there, buddy.
Oh,
Well, you're
Sock or
pretty
smoke?
friendly. Smoke, sorry. So many.
Khan, this is Daft Khan.
Pleasure to meet you.
You look kind of familiar. Have we met before?
I don't think so.
I swear you have a really familiar face. You've
Yeah, I
ever
get
been
that a
one-in
lot.
before?
Oh yeah.
Ah, that's probably where. Probably a one-in poster.
A wanted poster.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, good work saving the town here. I heard you got quite the spark.
Yeah. I know a thing or two. It's like, are you a fire sorcerer?
Not really.
And
Sense.
just like looks at you. Really?
Fire, yes. Sorcerer,
As he goes to like get up out of bed, he trips over and he was just "Ah!" And all of a sudden you just see a flash and he catches himself under Brennan. The hell is that? He just kind of drops it on the ground.
Ooh. He can touch it. He is special.
I was for Brennan now.
He's conjured it out of nothing.
Can't deny
Instinctually.
that.
Yeah, for Brennan is not exactly a very loyal weapon. Useful though. Interesting. Not many people can conjure it.
Oh, it's your sorry, man. Nope.
Oh, no,
nothing
it's-
personal. I wasn't trying to take it or anything.
You know what, kid? If you ever feel the need to summon it, go for it. It's not exactly a loyal weapon, as I said.
Yeah, no, I'm not really much of a fighter, to be honest.
Are you sure?
I can work well. Yeah, it's not. I just don't feel like it would really work well for me long term.
Like, if you lose an arm and can't use it effectively, maybe?
I mean, I just kind of like running my hustles and keeping myself fed. That's what I'm worried about these days.
Well, hey, how about we're gonna go maybe bum around town for a bit, get some dinner. Would you like to come? I'll treat you.
Free food?
Sure.
Is the dog coming?
Yeah.
I suppose. Just kind of like does a little bow. Well, thank you.
Come on,
All
get yourself.
right. Bern, it is time.
Yes.
All right, so keeping your word to Baron, you guys go and start getting some of the festivities and drinks. Is anyone going to try to check on Theris this evening? Theris is running a very successful operation with his fake sister.
I have not been told to try again, so no, I am just probably still looking for stuff from
It's
Grasker.
been
And he will continue his reign of terror as long as he can.
Oh, I know. It's been at least 4 days right now.
Yeah.
However, every day we've attempted has been unsuccessful, so I think it's one of those. He'll
With the
contact
sending
us.
stone.
Yeah.
None of you have actually bothered to memorize sending for the day to try to actually send the spell.
Hey,
Look.
Baron, maybe tomorrow, if it's not too much trouble, could you prep sending and maybe shoot Theris a message?
I guess I could.
Look, no, that'll give me another 4 levels. I will happily take send.
Oh,
4.
actually, I actually prepared sending earlier. I have it ready right now.
I think you started doing that since Florin.
Yep.
So he's got slots if you want to do anything.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to tell... Or at least get an update from him.
You know what? There is something that I've always thought about doing with him. I will cast sending. And my message is, hello, Theris. It is I, your conscience. Your friend Bairn is sorry he drank all of your alcohol. He will, and then I'm gonna assume it kind of cuts out right around there.
You have 25 words.
He will pay you back as soon as, and then the message ends.
Perfect.
At this point, I think he's probably just drunk and I've got other things I'm concentrating on, so I don't even respond.
There's nothing that goes through, but you don't get a response back.
Well, I sent him a message,
That
but
is the wrong person.
He didn't say anything back. I wonder if I did it to the wrong person. I haven't done sending a lot.
No, it's okay. You should message again.
Should I message somebody else just to test it, to make sure it's working properly?
I don't see why not.
All right, let me think. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna check in with my steward. Let's see. I'm gonna cast sending. Fuck, I gave him a name. What was his name?
No, your assistant? I forget.
Yeah, okay, here it is. I'm gonna cast sending again. To my assistant, my steward, Thorkill Forgehand.
Nice.
Hello, Thorkill. This is Bairn. Just checking in on you. Wanted to make sure everything's going okay, and that you are following my final instructions.
Yes, sir. Everything is going according to plan. Construction work on the K court is going as planned as well. We did have to divert some of your projects as we had to make formal presentations of our men-at-arms for inspection. But fear not, all of your men-at-arms are well prepared and at the ready in case they are needed.
And then I'll do one more sending just to end that. Very good, Thorkel. Thank you. The house appreciates all that you do, and I recognize your hard work. Keep it up. And don't forget about the side project. You got my letter, right?
Sir, I really don't know where we're going to find life-size portraits that big. We're going to have to special order those canvases.
All right, I cancel the sending and I send again. No, not that project. The other one.
Yes.
The one I sent you before I left.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, thank you.
So should we cancel the canvas project?
No. Full steam ahead on the canvas project.
Aye, Mr. Canterbury. You don't hear.
I'm gonna let that one slide. You listen. You didn't hear that, Def. Shut up.
I didn't hear that.
All right. Thorkel reports everything is good back at home, so I'm going to try the skinny one again.
But now you're out of spell slots.
Hang on.
That'd
How
be
many
funny.
level 3 spells? Ah, shit. All right, I'm gonna have.
You probably used at least 6 with your assistant.
I'm gonna have to burn. Okay, so I definitely burnt. Let's see. I sent one to Theris, sent one to him, 2 to
That was a
him.
level 3. He's level 19 for crying out loud.
All right. So
I
I've
think it'd be
used
funny.
all,
It's like, okay, I've got to rest to try this tomorrow.
I've used
he's
all my
definitely
level 3s. So I'm gonna have to use a level 4.
Leah is like, her specialization is sending. So it's not like a school of magic, it's sending.
You know, I wonder if I could sending Leah and ask her for tips on how to do it better. I'll do that later. I'm gonna reach back out to Theris. That was just a joke, skinny one. Anyways, how goes it?
Unless there's something important, Baron, I'm running a campaign of terror. What do you really need?
I'll turn to Deft and Ari. He said he's busy running a campaign of sorts. Something about terriers?
Oh, Terry.
I'm gonna just pretend that I blissfully misheard that because
Can you
that
just
makes sense.
terror. I mean, yeah, that couldn't have been right.
can you just update him and tell him we didn't find Elwyn and Lenore, so we're checking north next.
Sure.
We'll be in Florin tomorrow if he wants to meet up.
All right.
But if he needs a couple more days, we can probably give him a couple more days.
Okay. I'm gonna condense that. Didn't find Eltwin. Going to head north to Lenore. We can meet up. What?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did I say? Did I say the wrong city?
Yeah. North to Craster.
No, it's canon now.
Damn it.
East
I
of
said-
Lord
I
North
said-
Fraser.
Listen, I said north, so he should figure it out. Look at a map. We can wait if you need more time or meet up.
I'll need a few more days. Their morale's breaking and they're losing many to casualties. I hope to liberate the city soon.
I don't think I was right with my my first translation. I don't think they're terriers. He's breaking a city.
What?
Yeah, I don't really understand the meaning either. I don't know if he's holding like their council hostage. Maybe he's in a meeting. Maybe he's I don't know. Maybe he has like a council seat and he's voting on something. I don't really know, but it kind of sounds bad. Anyways, he needs a couple more days, and that gives me plenty of time to catch up on my drinking.
Kind of glance over to Daft.
There's a scary.
I've decided that I'm going to be blissfully ignorant of it today. That's a problem for future Baron.
I love
mean,
Baron's
a whole-
interpretation.
That whole army by
Mhm.
himself. Well, not by himself, but I don't know if that's better.
Speaking of which, there's just roll 2d100s or have chat. Up to you. This
Of
is
course,
just kind
if
of
chat's
how
out there.
effective the next 2 days for you are.
And
Well, the current day and the next day.
I'll be varying tactics up also to where, I'll be casting some insect plagues here and there. And I want to start under the guise of being a soldier. I want to start rumors in various camps of like attacking the city and holding it is just bad omens and fates turned against them, just to try to help even spread more demoralization. And
No, in general, it's super easy. So as you go out during the day, as you kind of come in, your sister goes out at night. So this city is under like constant assault from espionage and all sorts of different horrible things.
anybody out there in chat wants to roll them real quick
Yeah, we'll take the next 2 we get. Those
Yeah.
are
in
our
order.
damage dice.
2 different people.
So,
Exclamation point, roll 100.
what does Solomon and I have to do to find something from Craster?
There's a Super Scott with a 61 and Excel with a 4. Thank you, gentlemen.
You were thinking you were wanting to go to a gem shop, or what are you looking for specifically? Because there's not an actual jeweler here.
I was thinking anyone like a smith or general goods, really.
Mostly probably beast and burden. However, what time of day is it? It's probably they're closed at this point. You can go over there and see if anyone's around. But as far as business hours, they would likely be closed at this point.
Mhm.
But yeah, there's not necessarily there's a couple of smiths, but there's not people that necessarily produce a lot of things. Most of it's just like general repairs and whatnot. And these guys import a lot of stuff too.
Oh yeah, we're hoping to get something from Craster.
A large component potentially would be from, if it were made, a lot of the materials that come out of Pike and a lot of the things they make in Pike technically go directly to Craster. So Craster's still being built. So it's occupied, but basically the whole function of Pike is to support the construction of Craster. But you might find some trade and things. There's definitely people that live there and have the ability to trade things out. Heavy amount of smiths as well.
Mhm. Well,
So yeah, probably you could try Fawn's Fancy and see if anyone made anything. Otherwise, you could see if there's tools that got produced in Pike potentially.
what do you think? I'm too proud enough not to go back to Fawn's Fancy?
Yeah, let's go to Fun's Fancy.
Yeah.
He brought his guardian this time.
Sure. As it is the evening, he is an independent shopkeep. Roll a d100. Let's see if he's still awake at the moment.
This is you,
What did you-
Solomon.
All right. Nope.
You get there, you see like a light on in the back, like where his living area would be, but the shop area is all dim. And the door is locked.
Closed is closed. I'm not gonna force him. And they're leaving tomorrow. And as I've assumed, they completely forgot their task. So let's go looking for a house.
Okay.
They totally did forget their task.
I am taking a tactical break to scope out Ari's friend here.
So do we just start asking around for Benson?
It was said that it could turn into a normal dog, but yeah.
I mean, that's the best idea I have. I don't know if you have any others.
No, I'm just gonna ask around for the weird puppet guy who has a dog named Benson, who hasn't been around recently.
Maybe he'll be at the puppet show.
It is
I'm
nighttime.
not just picturing when Benson's mentioned, like the camera just pans out and this giant blue head lifts up the roof of a house, looks over, and then like lays back down.
I'm just gonna ask around town for Elwyn.
You ask around, no one seems to know him, so either he goes by a different name or he doesn't talk to anybody.
He
Do you know of a
was-
dog named Benson?
Yeah, dog named Benson.
Hmm.
Or a house that hasn't been
Benson.
visited recently. By some
I think there's a little scruffy dog that runs around the streets that's named Benson. Not sure who owns it though.
Mm,
If it's scruffy, it's probably smelly.
mhm.
You can't smell, can you?
No, I don't know.
When's the last time you've seen this scruffy dog?
I don't know. He's probably on the street somewhere. I don't think I've seen him today, but he's typically around. Probably eating out of the trash can.
Are there any abandoned houses in this town?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't know. Nothing out of the ordinary, I wouldn't say.
All right. Thank you for your time.
Mm-hmm.
What time of day is it now?
Like 7:30.
It's getting dark. It should be dark enough now.
I could just go and start knocking on doors.
If only one if you had an orb that could go find things.
Yep.
Have any of the food stalls had been like a Chraister specialty or anything like that?
Not specifically. Everything in Lord Lakes is very much a local farmers market type deal and local
Yeah.
celebration. Everything here is pretty local. They import like tools. I mean, you could go just randomly look for tools. It'd be hard to say what specifically from Chrysler or Pike though.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I mean, Pike seems like it's a Dwarven town. Hopefully, I'd be able to identify Dwarven craftsmanship when it comes.
The only
to
downside is there's not a
tools.
lot of people selling stuff or selling stuff. So you'd have to find it like just laying about or in people's workshops or something. Most of the stores just happen to be closed right now.
Yeah.
All the stalls that are open are basically like food and alcohol and other things.
I believe it should be dark enough to test what I wanted to test.
Lead the way.
Oh, damn it. I should have left my bag with them.
I can hold it for you.
No, I was going to have you carry me, and we may need to leave town quite a ways.
Oh, well, oh yeah, that is a great question. I forgot. 1 second.
You get key at short rest, I believe.
Yeah. But it's if I am carrying you, would that be my encumbrance maximum or my lift push drag?
You want to drag me behind you?
I don't know how to tell you this, so I'm just going to tell you this. My maximum carry capacity is 135,
135.
and I'm at 94.
Ah. Oof, no, I can't do that because I need to use it. Shoot. Yeah, I'm like 101 pounds with my armor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess we need to get walking then.
Lead the
Alright, so
way.
how far out of town are you guys walking?
That's for Solomon to choose.
I think probably about a mile or two.
Okay. So while you guys are walking out of town, back at the bar, as you guys are kind of eating dinner and having some drinks, Colin's just like stuffing his face full of food.
I'm just gonna try and order the hard shit.
He just kind of looks at you.
Like you're not in a
He's like,
dorm
aren't you a
city.
little young to drink?
No. I'm old enough. I just look young.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
I'm 17. He just smiles at you.
My drink.
Oh, no, thank you. I don't drink. Control is a very important thing, especially when you have abilities like mine.
Yeah, I feel that. So what brought you to Lenore?
No, it's just warmer here.
Is he skinny? Like particularly skinny?
He's an urchin. He basically travels as he needs to for so like Lenore's a great place to be like in the fall, the spring, even summer's not that bad because like there's a lot of food you can kind of gain access to that are being grown on like large orchards with fields. There's a lot of just food you could get access to, and it's also a fairly nice temperature. But most of the time he's in Bayside. That's the better place for running your hustles and scams.
I heard good things about you from Ari. She told me that even I could learn a thing or two from you.
She's probably not wrong. He just keeps eating his food.
She's probably not.
I heard you can eat fire.
I can eat fire. It tastes good.
Well, I can't eat fire, so you should consider yourself lucky.
I'd consider you unlucky.
Don't really need to eat it. We just kind of have an understanding.
That's a good way to put it. Did you train with Ari for long? You two know each other well?
Yeah, we met not that long. There's a lady who used to go to the Grinning Goblin a lot. She was pretty nice to me who put us in contact.
Penelope, right?
Very sweet lady.
Will
She
you
keeps
be in
trying to set
Lenore?
me up with her daughter too.
Oh,
Not really
You-
kind of into it as much, but you know,
mean-
she's a sweet lady.
you mean this daughter?
No. What have you heard about this daughter?
He just kind of sits there and he's like puts two and two together, like, you're Penelope's daughter?
Yes.
Roll a persuasion check.
She's adopted. Can I give advantage?
Sure.
No, I saw.
He just kind of like he's able to kind of like straighten up his clothes a little bit. Oh, your mom is real sweet.
I just give him this stink eye.
Will you be in Lenore for much longer? Do you plan on staying here?
I'll probably be heading up north as the harvest kind of comes to an end. It's gonna start getting colder. More opportunity in Bayside. A little bit over Nathal. Everyone always thinks they're just doing you a favor. I don't need any handouts.
Deft is looking at him with a very critical eye, like up and down.
Ari's just kind of giving Deft like a very sympathetic, or I guess empathetic is the word I'm looking for a look.
He just has like his mouth full of food as he kind of just is looking between the two of you. Did I do something wrong?
Oh, no, of course not.
I'll try Gordon. And you see he pulls out like a piece of the meat, and you just watch as he kind of breathes a little bit of fire on it, and then starts chewing on it. It was a little cold.
I was half expecting you to torch it like Ari does.
Yeah, no, I like fire, but I also like my food. But
Two.
some pretty cool moves. You want to see you?
You know what? Yeah. I would like to see some moves.
Sure. Anything in particular?
What's your specialty?
Better go outside.
Better go outside.
He's like,
Let's
all right, we're gonna need a target.
Let's see. Does Tanya have anything? Is it gonna be a fire thing?
Yeah, everything he does is mostly fire.
I'll
I'm gonna toss a vial of oil in the air.
as okay.
No, we need something bigger than that.
gonna
You
quickly
know what?
cast
Yeah.
before it like shatters on the ground.
I'll pull out a deck of cards.
Mhm.
I've not used this in forever. Okay, 1 through 17. Can I like roll a d17?
You can custom it. I think it's just like
Yeah.
roll.
Okay, 9. 9. Okay, I pull out a card from this deck and I toss it on the ground about, let's say, 30 feet ahead of us, 60 feet, whatever. It
Uh-huh.
is a knoll.
Ooh. He's like, nice.
And it just starts like snarling and drooling.
You just kind of watch. He stands in front of you and he puts his hands together, and you just start to watch these fire serpents summoning groups of 4s, and they start flying around him in a circle. At first, there's 4 of them, and then 8 and 16, 20, 24. Okay. Just one? And you watch as he faces forward, and you just watch as all 24 of these scorching ray serpents goes towards it. And it's just multiple explosions.
Ari claps.
The knoll very dramatically falls over dead.
It actually, the illusion dissipates because the explosions end up destroying the card.
Ooh, okay. You got some firepower, kid. No wonder you tapped yourself out.
Weird. Kind of like looks. That's strange.
Oh,
Normally, that's a lot harder.
yeah, I think I gave you a little something that I wasn't wholly intending on giving you, but good luck. Hopefully it makes your life a little easier, if a little more interesting.
I'll tell you what, sir. I appreciate it, but my life is about as easy as it gets. I live on Easy Street, and I live the good life.
That won't be forever, my friend. I've been in your shoes before.
What's the
Oh.
worst that could happen to me?
Don't say that. Oh, you've doomed yourself.
Just see a knife come out of nowhere.
Fine, put that away.
Also, to remind you, you technically do have hits out on you in Bayside as well, Theft.
Nice.
Mm.
Yeah, we don't go there.
All right, we'll go pick on our friends. All right, so what are the two of you knuckleheads up to outside?
Bro, I don't know. I mean, I can assume, but I don't know.
I wanted to check if the void creatures were beasts.
Oh, them? They are not, unfortunately. No.
Okay, cool. So when I attempt to transform into one, it doesn't work. Thank God.
They would be aberrations.
Yep. I mean, I already came out all this way. I'm assuming there's no one out here.
Just you and Patrick.
Cool. I want to see what those ants are like.
Sure, so you turn into a big ant.
Yep.
So
Cool.
interesting enough, you could turn into a big ant, but you don't share the abilities of the ants you met.
That's fair. Just big ant.
Yeah, so you would be a giant ant.
Mm.
Easy enough.
All right, I guess I'll just transform back then.
Mm.
Wandered that far for this.
I was curious if those void creatures were classified as beasts.
Oh no, they are aberrations.
You guys went north of town?
About, yeah.
2 miles?
Yeah.
Patch roll D100.
Ooh, yes.
So as you're sitting out here and you're helping Psalm with this, you guys hear some rustling out in the trees.
Mm-hmm.
And you see
Yeah.
a small hooded figure kind of approaching you.
I'll be
I
on.
mean, if he's walking towards me, I don't need to walk towards him.
Well, it's walking towards the two of you, and then as it kind of starts walking that way, you just watch it fall over.
Oh, I rush over.
Yeah. I'm going to keep an eye out on the surrounding area.
As you run over Patrick, you lift the hood back. It's a tiny humanoid.
Are they alive?
Tiny how?
Tiny as in it's Gizmo.
I check for wounds.
He is burned in numerous different spots. He also has many wounds. He looks in very, very bad shape, and you just see clutched in his possession is the Benson puppet.
Oh,
Like he's just holding onto it for dear life.
I don't have any healing on me. The group Theft still has the sending stone, right?
Yep.
yes.
Okay.
One failed death save.
Through the stone.
Period death saves them.
Yeah. Through the stone, you hear kobolds attacked. Kobolds were attacked.
How drunk is everyone?
Probably not too drunk.
Can I?
At least not everybody.
Crap. I have some old clothes that I don't wear.
What's your
can I-
location?
North 2 miles.
2 miles of what?
2 miles.
Distance.
Of town?
What other?
Okay,
He said
yeah.
2 miles north.
Okay. Did we happen to conveniently go north in order to play with fire?
You just went outside the bar.
Okay.
So it's in the middle of the street.
Yeah. I'm gonna rip up some of my old fine clothing that was sized for adult me and start patching up our little buddy here. Which
Can I
will be
give you aid in that?
You have a healer's kit?
I do not. I am rolling medicine.
Sure.
Can I give him aid for advantage?
Yeah, I'd say so.
All right.
You try to stabilize him. All right, he's in rough shape, but you do manage to kind of stabilize him at least for the moment.
This means the
There's Gizmo. There's still Snicker, Jinx, Zoom, Rascal, and Wriggle. I'm going to look into the woods.
we need to get to their hideout quick.
And Puck.
I cannot carry you.
Yes, you can. I turned into a mouse.
Okay. Solomon and I start running to the kobold hideout.
It's gonna take a couple hours, but you can do it.
Yep.
All right, so you just start beelining as fast as you can up there.
Yep.
You leave the kobold in the field?
I think we might prop him up. The other group is coming, at least.
Oh no, you tell me.
I don't know if I can carry him. And like bringing him back to where he got hurt doesn't seem like the best idea either. Before I run off, I will just like prop him against a tree or something. And I will send another message to the stone. Left the green one where we were. If you find him, just head north from there.
Copy that.
All right, so you guys turbo it out into the woods to go up towards the mountain to the kobolds.
So, did your mace die?
No, it did not. It's a.
He said hours, so you're going to need to do that at least 1 or 2 more times.
It's so awkward. It's 3 and 8.
So, I think you'll need to, yeah.
I'll do another one just to be safe. All right, cool.
Yeah,
I'm good
no
for
issue.
3 hours.
All right, so you guys run up there. The rest of the party, do you bring Con with you, or do you leave Con in town?
She looks at Dev. Something wrong?
Yeah, something attacked the kobolds 2 miles north of town. We should go check it out.
Oh,
Hey,
it's-
Con, want a job?
Yeah, what's it pay? Don't worry, I'll bill you later.
We'll talk. How about
All right,
that?
so you guys start heading on that direction with the rest of the party.
yeah.
All right. As you guys go out there, everyone who's with, so basically everyone but Theris, Solomon, and Patrick roll perception checks as you try to find this kobold they left out in the field. I would say it's probably safe to assume Def finds him first. All right, Def, so you just see this little kobold across the field propped up against a tree, eyes kind of closed and his head leaning back on it.
I just kind of point him out to the others and head over to him.
All right, you kind of walk over to him. What do you do, Deft?
I just take a knee like a foot in front of him, start trying to look him over.
As you kind of sit there, he looks up. Yep, Patrick. And as his eyes open, roll a D100, Deft. He just looks into your eyes, and you see the most terrified look you've ever seen from anything, and he just screams until he passes out.
At the sight of me?
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Well, I get to
Good
kill a
thing.
death look-alike.
You said he has burn wounds?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
You don't think?
Hey, we never killed that fire elemental.
Hey, Patrick, come in. I think we might have a problem. You might want to slow down, wait up for us.
He hears you, but do you slow down?
Not yet, but I am going to send back a reply. And risk the other ones not being alive, but treatable.
I'm worried about you, okay?
Do not
I think I attacked them. Well,
be. Why are you
copy of
so
me.
fast?
I've been hiding this secret power from all of you. You know, it's probably a clone or an imposter of me. Oh, that's a bummer.
I told you this line was insecure.
Yeah. Just be careful.
All right, since you guys are assisting him in getting ready to head up in the same direction as them, the two of you at Patrick's immense speeds get up there in relatively short time, only about 2 hours and 15 minutes.
All right.
As you get there, you see the door is completely missing.
You are currently still a rat. I would not like to go prone and crawl through there at the moment.
It looks at you quizzically. Squeak.
Go.
Oh, wait, you can talk to me.
Oh, I can't? Wait, does that work on animals?
I mean, you can speak any spoken language.
Yep. Oh,
Okay.
What do you intend for me to do?
See if there's anyone still in there so I'm not caught off guard by crawling through a hole.
I nod and just mouse my way in.
As you make your way down to their lair, unfortunately, you come upon a horrifying sight, as it appears all of the other kobolds have been killed. Some have suffered from extreme burns. There's at least 2 of them that are stuck into the walls with like metal projectiles.
Mhm.
And you notice there's a hole in the middle of the floor of their living area.
How deep does it go down?
About 12 feet.
And it
And you
was.
see down at the bottom, there is what almost looks like a coffin, but made of metal.
Is it open?
You're not 100% sure. Like, you can't see inside of it.
Can I get some dark vision, please?
Are you a mouse?
Yes.
Yeah, so then you'd be fine. So as you kind of climb down into the hole,
Mm-hmm.
it looks like a empty metal coffin. There's like an indentation of like where something was laying there, but there's nothing there. There are humanoid footprints that are also around in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see 2 sets of humanoid footprints that exit out.
Yeah, I will turn back into myself. Is there?
As you do, you just hear, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
There's one alive.
You look over, it's Zoom.
So kobold.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Kind of like reaches his little hand out to you.
Yeah, I'll walk over to him.
Yep.
Don't understand you, but can I at least stabilize him. If I can try.
You can try. He looks worse than the one you guys helped before.
Yep. Let's see. What is my important? Importance an 8 is the next highest.
As you start checking his vitals, he's gone.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'll walk out to Patrick. There's nothing else there.
See, Def, do you get a message? They're too
Yep.
late. There's nothing here.
The object was also taken.
And the object is gone. Do you tell me what it is?
No, but I was gonna say we should check to see if we can find anything.
Okay.
And I guess I'll bring Patrick in.
Patrick, you see, they're all there, and it looks like they were all fighting with the torches you gave them.
Oh.
You do notice the chest of puppets is gone as well, because you specifically noticed it, Patrick.
Monsters.
It's a weird thing to take.
We have to go back to the puppet show.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I think Patrick would take the time to like try to clean everybody up and at least lie them down. Maybe not bury them, but like lie them down properly.
Okay. I was gonna say, there's already a hole if you want to bury.
I'm not gonna bury him on top of a coffin.
Well, you can put them in the coffin. They're small.
Can I investigate the coffin?
Yeah.
This is not my forte.
It's not mine either.
Definitely doesn't look like a typical coffin for sure.
Yeah.
Smells a little funky too.
Funky, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You could always direwolf it.
Yep.
Oh, this is excellent too. So, as you sit there and you smell, you smell like almost like a chemically smell, but then you pick up a very distinctive scent you're very familiar with. You smell deft. Seems like he was laying in here at some point.
Oh my fucking god.
How long ago did he put that thing in the ground?
Do you know what it is?
Perfect Death?
All the objects that he hid are the perfect bodies that were not used. Perfect Trassix, perfect Satesh, perfect Deft. Perfect Gray is already in Gangcaster. That one got used.
Oh, perfect Trassix is gonna be. Yeah, that's the south one for sure.
I need to decide how I'm going to behave with this information.
I imagine you start growling.
Yeah, no, like deep guttural growl.
Solomon.
Yeah.
I always forget because we have so much fun with this. Roll a D100 for me really quick.
Yeah, I don't want to know what the answer to this one.
Okay. You're too distracted at the moment.
Can I invoke our chat D100 to let God strike me down?
Oh yeah,
you guys.
I'm down for that.
I'm down for that.
It has to be unanimous. Sure.
I'm always for chaos. You know that.
Just before the night is up.
All right, what are we trying to roll it for?
I want Brell to strike
we
you
trying to
down
intervene
so
with?
badly. Hang on,
Oh.
I need to pray to Brell. Brell,
Don't
please.
forget, chat has to roll it, but you guys need to determine what it is you're trying to gain aid on. Or trying to impact.
Oh, jeez. Deft, you called it out. What do you want to know?
Bro, I don't know. I just want something weird to happen. I am interested to see who is listening in on our sending stone. It would be cool to get a hint on who this person is that killed all of our kobold friends.
So the best thing you can do right now is you can attempt to probably assist Slumber with this roll, because Slumber rolled a 93 on his
Wow.
Yeah.
So you
How-
can choose
yeah,
to use
yeah.
your intervention on that, and potentially he may be able to
Yeah, like,
interact
get-
with it differently.
Like, get a reroll on his D100. I'm down for that.
I'm good with that.
All right, so chat, go ahead and roll a D100, and let's see if our fates change at all.
Could not possibly get worse.
Technically, it can.
Oh, yeah.
There's a 7% chance.
Yeah, someone type exclamation point roll space 100. Sorry, for whatever dumbass reason, it will only let somebody that's follower do the roll. Not my setup. That's just how Twitch does it.
It took us forever to figure that one out.
Or if
Yeah.
you've got a
That
set of
happened.
dice beside you, we do
Yeah.
the honor system. Just
Yeah.
roll them.
Honor system.
Yeah. Because I don't think Twitch will let you do bot commands without being a follower on the
Yeah.
Twitch stream.
Wastrels-
17.
The Wastrels just rolled a 17.
All right. So, Solomon.
Yep.
In your frustration, you conjure forth the energy of the third eye that was bestowed upon you. As you travel temporarily back in time visually to see what happened here previously. From the point of view of inside the coffin.
Yep. Oh boy.
So you hear digging. And all of a sudden you just hear like metal clang, like something beating on that side of the coffin. And you hear like muffled voices. And then you watch as two of the little kobolds open up the side of it. And as they do, you just watch as like fire ignites out the side of it and just burns two of them right there. And then you just kind of get the point of view of someone standing up. And you look upward. And you see an old man in white robes with a long white beard looking down.
Gandalf.
Do I recognize this man?
Sir Astral.
Do I know his name?
Yeah, it's the you would know this as the evil Satesh. This is the form evil Satesh is hiding in.
Have I been told that?
I believe so.
No, that's news
No?
to me.
You guys knew
No.
that.
No.
Gray told
no.
Deft.
Gray did?
He did?
Yeah, remember? Oh my god, I'm gonna clip it back for you because
He
it's like,
did?
yeah, he's hiding in the form of what's that guy? The guy from Gancaster who gave those boring lectures. Ah, yes, Sir Astral.
I missed that part.
Yeah, no, Sir Astral is evil Satesh.
Okay.
2 episodes ago. I'm gonna clip it for you.
Yeah, please.
I don't.
It's during when we're making Patrick's arms do funky stuff while we're programming them. That episode.
don't-
Apparently, I was not listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what he looks like though.
You don't know what this person looks like, but you see him interfacing with them, and then you watch as you don't hear them speaking, but you watch as the individual you are in Sir Astral kind of exchange, and then you just watch as you butcher the rest of the kobolds.
Mm.
You do actually see yourself attacking and killing Gizmo, and he looks dead. And as you kind of turn away and look back, Gizmo's gone. He feigned death. He did his little kobold thing to pretend to be
Oh.
dead and got away.
Oh,
Clever.
And then you walk over and you grab all of the puppets out of the chest, and you leave with Sir Astral.
Which direction do they head?
They head through the cave entrance. They crawl out.
Yes, but
But that's
before
it.
I was trying to hope for once they
It's
left.
it's a close proximity based on where you were. And then you're back in the bottom of the hole.
I think I'd revert back to Solomon, and he's just clutching his head.
So you can definitely tell there was a creature in there, but you don't know what it was.
And I'm going to assume the damage in this room coincides with what I saw.
Yep.
All right. I guess we wait for the rest of the group to get here then.
I would say, based on little bits you can kind of see, because you kind of have the ability to just gauge what's going on, it seemed like Sir Astral was questioning these kobolds, but they seemingly didn't have the answer to what he wanted. Or wouldn't give it to him. The rest of you probably make it there an hour and a half after that. At which point, you guys are probably just both outside at that point.
yeah.
All right, we're here.
I'm walking straight up to Deft.
Yeah.
Did you
He
fill
would've been
Patrick in during that
trailing
time?
behind.
I'd assume so. You guys had like at least an hour and 2 hours.
Yeah,
2
I'd
hours. with
fill
that.
him in with enough.
Okay.
But I obviously don't want to send it over the stone.
Uh-huh.
All right, so you walk up to Deft.
Oh, I just storm past whoever straight to Deft. And you said he was near the back?
Mm-hmm.
What was that in there?
My spare, from the sounds of it.
What do you mean, spare?
They made these. They called them perfected versions of us to, I don't know, have as spares.
Upgrades, in a way.
Well, someone is collecting them.
I see that.
And you said it interfaced with the body I was inhabiting?
You were in the body itself, so you got to see its point of view killing it. You were in Perfect Death's point of view. Quite effective at killing as well.
There was an individual. I will describe the individual as best I can.
100%, you know it's Sir Astral without any doubt. That you were talking to, at least.
Okay. Someone named Astral.
Well, that's not good.
He was alone.
As far as I could tell.
He'll most likely go after the others as well.
Do you think he's going for Lenore?
I couldn't tell. I don't know what direction they left.
If you killed me, maybe I could try to steal the body back. That's what they were for.
I don't like this.
All right, D100 for me. Let's see.
He's like, kill Death?
All right, I don't immediately stab you through the heart with the sword of sharpness. You do see his hand twitch for his sword, though.
Hey, Baron. Nick, you there?
I think we lost him.
He's admiring his
Sure.
Actually, independence.
No. I swear, I wasn't rereading it.
When you first got that job from Astral, did you share that with Patrick that Astral was the one who was like your contract?
Pretty
Your
sure.
Oh,
contact
yeah.
in that? Okay,
Yeah, he
Patrick's
has
gonna
that.
walk up to you at this point in time. Bear, do you still have that rock that man gave you?
I have a lots of rocks. I reach into like my pockets and I start searching. You mean the one that Sir Astral gave me is
Yes.
I have it labeled Sir Astral Direct Hotline Stone.
May I see it?
But of course, and I'll take it out and I'll give it to you.
Okay, first question. Do I get the sense that I could crush this thing?
Roll an Arcana check.
And obliviously, when you take it, I'll ask, did you happen to find and I'll just
Excellent.
You could totally crush this thing.
Okay, I try that first.
Roll an
And then-
athletics check.
Great.
All right, you go to crunch it, nothing happens.
I huck it.
Patrick,
Sure.
are you having a little trouble there? It kind of looks like you're. Oh my goodness!
And then he just like baseball pitches it into the sunset.
I just kind of stand there with my mouth wide open, just staring after it into the sunset. And I turn back. Do you mind telling me why you threw that? I'm a bit confused.
Were you not paying attention?
No, I didn't tell him anything yet. I just did that. Because I don't think. Well, considering Deft and I literally forgot that happened, I imagine we haven't shared that info with the party yet.
Doesn't sound like it.
I forgot.
No, because you literally were asking, you're like, I was like, oh yeah, he came and he was in a weird form, and you literally were trying to ask, even just Oak, not even his Therish, just as Oak, you're like, what's the name of that guy? He was the member of that guild, and he always gave the boring speeches. Oh yes, Astral, because you went through all of your Astrals. Yeah, no, the imposter is Astral.
For more.
I have reason to believe that he has been using you, Baron, since the beginning.
I laugh. But Patrick, my friend, I've been using him. He's paying me.
Baron, he killed all of these people, kobolds here.
You didn't kill all of him.
I'm sorry. I stick a finger in my ear and I do a little digging for some earwax. I'm sorry. Could you repeat that? I don't think I heard you correctly.
He was an accomplice to all of the kobolds that have died here today. And yet you care more about 10 platinum coins.
I'm going to look left. I'm going to look right at all the devastation around me. And a moment's gonna pass as my face kind of transforms from one of laughter to one of uh, a more somber expression. No, no, Patrick. There is no amount of coin that is worth a life.
Oh no,
At
there
least
is.
not to me.
It is 10 platinum coins.
Could have paid more than 10.
You offered him like
Offered him a whole lot more, but I thought I gave him like a hefty amount. I thought I gave him like 50 platinum.
You gave him like a down payment of like 10.
Yeah.
And he like freaked out.
Yeah, for some reason I have 148 platinum pieces.
Yeah, I gave him a lot more than 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just what I'm going with.
I only have 4 gold pieces.
Well, he killed 10 kobolds. If you divide it, that's about 10.
But
Anyway, back to Solomon and Deft. I just needed to get rid of that astral stone.
That brings up a very good question, though, Patrick. Now, how does that stone function? I mean, you checked it, so you can't check it now, but does that just communicate with him, or can he track where it is?
Well, I don't know, and I was going to risk either one.
Well, but it's not so much of what it does now, but where have you been?
Yep.
What's that
Ants.
thing you just threw?
Ants.
The ants.
oh dear.
I honestly wanted to check on them anyways.
Oh dear.
What?
We need to get back there.
Ari, can you teleport?
I
Baron?
could teleport 2 of us, but not. How far was the ants from her?
Couple hours.
Yeah, it's like a 6 to 8 hour trek.
6 to 8 hours from here to the ants. Approximate distance.
Miles.
Many, many miles.
I couldn't get us that far.
Can I cast sending to an ant?
Oh, to another. They are, it
Uh,
depends. They are in a protected spot. So unless they're outside of their home, they don't get messages.
Oh no. I try to think. Are there any ants that I might be familiar with who were like outside guarding?
And it's night, they're probably not out.
Ari, what do you need? What level?
Out of character, she needs a 7th, 8th, or 9th.
Are you out of both?
Yeah, she's had to teleport 3 times today.
All right, roll a d100 for me.
Uh, 7.
Nothing bad happens. You're okay.
Well, I suppose that is a positive.
What is the fastest animal I can think of?
Hey, Ari,
When did you pick up another kid?
do you want to try something?
Sure. What did you have in
Oh
mind?
yeah, Khan's here.
Well, he hasn't been there, but we could siphon.
I'll be right back.
We've never been able to do that in reverse.
Could try. It worked on Con.
Worth a shot.
What are you gonna try, Ari?
She's gonna try and draw enough magic from Death to teleport us.
This might tap me out a little bit. I cannot cast spells as big as you need.
Maybe you can strengthen what I have.
Do you think you should wear your crown?
No. That's not what that's for.
You know what it's for?
Unfortunately.
I
You
think
sure
he's-
do not tell us a lot of information.
I think he means the tiara.
Yeah, I'm at the tiara.
Oh, okay. That I was. Yeah, that
May
you
I
should
help?
wear that. That might work. That might work.
She'll adorn the tiara.
You could not pay enough to put that crown on the end.
Hmm.
Yeah, I guess Defnari are gonna try and I suppose amplify one of her 6th levels to a 7th and try and teleport.
All right, so as you attempt to do so, roll a. I don't want to do this.
We just making shit up on the fly. Let's go.
So you're trying to pump power into Ari.
Yes.
Sure, roll a D100 deft. You have the tiara on, yeah?
Yep.
Sure.
Okay.
As you
That's
try
pretty
to
good.
push power into Ari, you feel a lot of immense power coming out, but Ari, you're not receiving any of it. Oh, it just looks over to you. What the fuck are you two doing?
Trying something? What, you got a better idea?
Well, yeah, if you keep powering up that damn tiara, you're not going to ever get anywhere.
Oh. Did we
She'll
ever
take
figure
off
out
the-
what that thing was?
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, okay. We should probably figure out what that is.
Yeah.
You mean you're pumping that thing full of energy and you don't even know what it does?
No.
Do you know
Give me
what it
that
does?
damn thing.
Pull it off her head.
Can't let's see. Yeah, this is an arcane conduit. You're sending power somewhere else. Where did you find this?
Plane of Fire.
Plane of fire, and they just put it on for no
How are you
reason.
on the plane of fire?
Lord of Fire.
Where did you get this from? Who even made this?
I don't know.
Look, where are we sending power to?
Hey, I'm 17, lady.
Can I draw power from it?
Oh, it's a one-way enchant. Can't you see? Did you? I swear to God.
You should probably take that off.
Should we throw it away?
Yes. I could break it.
I mean, you could channel in a small amount of energy into it and track the residual field it's putting out to find where it goes to.
Who would take energy from the Plane of Fire? Besides us.
Well, who made the crown?
Baron, did you get a tool set with a symbol on it?
I do have a tool set with a symbol on it.
I hold up my tiny hammer.
Now, did he take the tool set with him, or did you keep the tool set, Deft?
I kept a tiny hammer, but he has the rest.
All right, so you pull out the flap of tools.
I do.
As you pull it out, it has an Alamarn symbol on top of it.
That's was it always there?
Yeah.
I think you saw something different.
No, it's always been Satesh's symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Satesh left it there.
Yeah.
Is this powering
Yeah, of course it is.
Is this powering my gems?
Your gems?
Or we had a system of batteries. We made up the word. It's a very funny
those?
word. Those?
No,
That's my
those are-
hypothesis.
Those got discontinued. Those are being powered by the thing in the place we will not speak
Okay.
of.
Yes. What is this going to then? Is this even?
We'll figure
Evil
that out later.
Satesh.
Yeah, no, it's powering you.
It could be evil Satesh.
You should take that off and try again.
Yeah, she's gonna put it away in her bag.
Mhm.
Alright, let's try that again.
But hey, don't worry, you set a 7 towards Satesh.
I wasted a perfectly good 13.
You try to put more power into it.
Yeah, but they've
Roll.
taken the crown off.
Sure, roll another D100.
Oh God.
27
As you
still pretty
place
good.
your hand on Ari and start pumping power in, the tattoos appear and glow. And you just see Khan facepalm.
Yeah, no,
Dude,
Well,
they are.
now what's this
Someone-
mean?
he just like has his hands in there. He's like, I hate to break it to you, someone's been feeding off you.
Uh-huh. I thought we fixed that.
When?
Apparently I was dreaming.
Right,
You
then
guys
we
should probably
wasted,
figure that one out.
Yeah.
wasted enough time here. Let's go.
Do you guys spend a lot of time together?
Yeah.
Occasionally.
Just a little bit?
Parasitic relationship. Let's go.
Well,
Glares at Solomon.
I'm already
He
leaving.
did. He did give pause when I called her his girlfriend. He seemed very distant about that idea.
He just kind of laughs. He's like, but wait a minute. Okay, this is kind of making sense though. So if you're a large conduit of power and you're always next to him, dude, you guys got worked. You're like the perfect little mana battery couple.
So
are we really this
we're...
bad for each other?
Yes.
Shut up, you.
Prove me wrong.
So
Yeah. Okay, that's gonna have to go up on the priority list.
Yeah, I don't think you're ever going to be able to give her power. Anytime anything's going to give her power, those are going to mess with it.
Well. Alright, kid. You know teleport?
No.
You wanna learn?
Do I have a choice?
Mm,
I don't know if I have that kind of power, but I could try.
oh well, if I've learned anything today, it's that this works on you.
Joy. All right. Please don't kill me. And you go to lay your hands on him, roll another D100.
Keep it going.
Ooh, I'm gonna burn a my inspiration on that.
All right.
All right.
Don't do worse.
I'm gonna do worse. It's
Ooh.
worse.
I'll leave at 5.
Not by a whole bunch. Kind of sit there and you try to put power into him. You just don't feel anything. I don't understand like how that kind of stuff. Like fire just works for me. It's all I'm good at.
You can't be just good at fire.
Why not?
You have to diversify. It's important. If fire fails, then what?
Otter fire?
No.
Believe
No.
me, I'll find a way someday where any problem that can't be solved with fire can be solved with more fire.
That is a terrible idea. I
Mhm.
like your enthusiasm though. Well, we've wasted a lot of time. Let's just get going.
Yeah, Solomon's all the way over there. We should probably catch up.
All right, so you guys are going to the ants.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
All right, so as we make our way to the ants, we'll pause on the Isle of Karis for now. There's.
Yes. Do you remember my rolls?
Say,
Or not
Mhm.
mine, but the ones that were given?
I've been tracking. So, as you're resting at night, as your sister continues her nighttime operations, you wake from sleep. Not troubled, but you feel this almost primal sense of danger. You like wake up in a cold sweat and you're not sure why.
I kind of feel out like, Thea, is that you?
You don't hear anything. And then you hear in your head, "What is it, brother?"
I just woke up in a cold sweat. Something doesn't feel right.
There is a foul smell on the wind, brother. I feel like something must be wrong as well.
Any sense of direction?
Now, let me go see if I can find out. As you kind of walk out your front door in disguise, of course, there's almost like this just warm mugginess outside, but it smells off. There's almost like a sulfuric smell about the air.
Is it blowing, coming from the camp areas,
No,
or
it's just present. Like it's just a sulfur smell. And then all of a sudden you watch from probably the northwestern portion of town, you just see this giant explosion. And you feel this immense heat and it keeps emanating, you're not sure why. And then you just see this column of black stuff just rising up out of the ground. Those are
Uh,
flying creatures. It's a swarm of devils.
sister? Is that you're doing?
Nope, not my doing. And you just watch as they like begin to blanket over the town. We need to leave. We need to leave now.
I recall her.
And she flashes back to you. There's something horrible out there, brother. We must go.
Is this something that they summoned, or something summoned for them?
No, it's something else. I don't know what it is.
It's
Do you teleport out? Or what do you do?
I'm gonna start heading out of town because I want to try to keep an eye on this.
Yeah.
To see what's going on, but I want to get clear of the area.
Yeah, so you start immediately heading out. You don't have much here anyways. So the two of you kind of start heading out. And you just watch it. It looks like a devil infestation just overtaking the town.
Can I make it, like, get up on a hill or somewhere? Can I make out where they originated from?
You can send Ben over if you want.
Sure. Well, he'll have to get it and report back because I don't have the.
Yeah, so you send Ben out to go see it and come back. As Ben explores, roll a perception check for Ben at advantage because I think he's still an L, right?
Yeah, that's what I still have on my hotkey here. So, the advantage button.
He looks around and all he manages to see is walking through kind of like the center of town. There's an individual draped in dark black robes with long black hair kind of spilling out of it, just slowly walking through town. It's the only thing the devils aren't attacking. It walks into the fire and then just disappears into the fire. And that is real pause for tonight.
But to make it more dramatic on the pause, just as he sees this, then he thinks, shit, Thea's still in town. And he starts running back.
Thea's not in town. Thea's in Florida.
Thea's in Florida.
Is she?
Yeah, so Thea's, your actual sister is on the continent or the island they're on with Penelope at Mergen's house.
Okay. I thought she was still here.
No, she's good. So your fake sister's with you.
Yeah, I know
your
that
real
one.
sister's with Penelope, Douglas, Mergen's out of town, but fairly safe.
Okay, cool. Not so dramatic. We'll pause there.
Yeah.
I have a
Nice.
I get the weirdest urge to check my bag to make sure my crown is still in there.
It's in there.
Okay.
Cool. Well,
But we'll
thank
pick
you
up there
everyone
next
who
week.
hung out with us tonight on all the channels. Very much appreciated. Thank you for the follows and the raids we got tonight. Hang out with us tomorrow night, midnight Central, for some grim dark action. I think they're getting just about close to maybe bring Cleo back. They start on their first part of that little track. And I'm also working on, I don't know if it'll be streamed or not, but I've been invited to a buddy of mine that used to run Savage Worlds is getting back into gaming. and may have a Savage Worlds game Sunday night that he runs. So that depends on if the rest of his crew are okay with streaming or not. That would be kind of cool. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow night, midnight Central, and then back again Tuesday with Kelsto. So have a great weekend, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
And hang out for the while the credits roll, and I'll find us someone to raid.